What's going on YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. This is episode 4 of my stories, and this is the episode of how immigration stopped me from entering my own country. Let's get to it. I apologize for my 5 o'clock shadow out here. This is my second year of No Shave November. Anyway, back to the story. 2017, summer 2017, I graduated college and I decided to take a trip to celebrate my graduation. So I picked Everest Base Camp, Nepal. And I decided to fund this trip by my own money. So I had to be cheap as hell. I had to be frugal. I had to cut costs everywhere. So I decided to go to Kathmandu, where I was supposed to meet my team, by road. So I found out there's this one small town on India-Nepal border called Raxaul. It's in the state of Bihar. And I read online there's a lot of road activity that occurs over there, like a lot of trucks, a lot of cargo trucks and cars that go up and down. And I decided to take a hitchhiking experience that would take me all the way to Kathmandu. Anyway, so a lot of intricate planning went into this from my side. I reached Raxaul. I started looking for people who can take me to Kathmandu. And I find this guy who knows another guy. So this guy takes me on his bike to what looked like a truck rest stop. And this truck is okay taking me to Kathmandu. So that's what I do. And we cross the border. Nobody asks me for anything. And I just enter Nepal. And by the time I reach, my back is absolutely shattered because the road was horrible. It was unmetalled, and this delicate princess was so hurt, on my back. But, I decided that once I'm done with my trek, I will not have the energy to put myself through this torture once again. So I decided to book a flight when I'm done with my trek from Kathmandu back to Delhi. Now you might ask, this transition that I just made through the border without any proof, was that legal? Absolutely not.
Was all this legal? Absolutely fucking not.
But here's why it could have been fine. Had I just entered Nepal through road and exited Nepal through road, nobody would ask me anything. But I decided to come back by flight. So when my trek was all over and I am at Delhi airport after my trip to enter my country, the immigration officer asks me for proof of exiting India, which I did not have, because my idea was doing the same thing on the way back through road, and it never struck this young lad out of college that he should have gotten a stamp, a proof of exiting India and entering Nepal. And now that I was, coming back to India via an international flight, there was no record of me leaving the country anyway. So this is where it got real tricky, and I looked no less than a Yeti because I had sunburns on my nose, dark face, dark hands, a long beard, long unruly hair, muddy boots, dusty backpack, and I was also pissing my pants because the immigration officer was asking me questions like, we need to see your gallery, we need to see your photos, we need to contact, if you're saying you were with the team, we need to contact the team. Where did you go? Because since there's no proof, we can also assume that you went to China and now you're coming back to Nepal, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just sitting. They asked me to step aside. They started asking me these questions, and I was freaking out so bad. Yeah, you have no idea. I was literally scared. I was afraid this could turn into something real serious. But let's see. Here's my passport. There we go. So here's proof that they were fine with me coming back into India. They eventually let me go. They said, if you ever do this again, then for the sake of immigration laws, do get a stamp when you enter another country. And I said, at least for Nepal, you have my promise. You have my backed promise. I swear I'm not gonna do this ever again. But yeah, that's the story of how I was, stopped from entering my country. And that was my first experience planning a trip on my own too. but it turned out just fine. So I hope you enjoyed episode 4. As I said, I got many more. Let me know if you like this, and I'll see you in the next one. This is footage from when we had to hire a rescue chopper to get from Lukla to Kathmandu. Since we did not have any money, we were able to convince the pilot to expect the payment when we reached India. That's a story for another time.